Hi all, welcome back to another session on webmethods.io. So in this, I'll be walking you through the flat file session again, the continuation of yesterday's flat file to XML. So here, additionally, what we will be doing is now the client will be using Postman to post the data. So we receive that flat file and then we convert that to XML, and additionally the other target system is what do you say, the OneDrive. So whenever the flat file is posted, the workflow will be invoked, which will invoke the flow service, convert it to XML, and place that XML content into the OneDrive. Yeah, let's see how that can be done. So I will be not going through the schemas again. Yesterday we created the schema and all. So I've created this flat file name, which has these inputs, FF data, and output is XML. So I've just kept a log step here, which is for logging. It is similar to our what do you say, the debug log in on-prem. So once that is done, let me stop it, but rather have it. It might use it later. So now I got this. Then I'll use the connector, flat file connector, which is WMIOFF demo. And in this, I want to convert the flat file to document, and then I'll post this message here, and I don't need the flat file data now. I got it. So I don't need this iterator. This is not needed. This is this is not needed. Let me save it. So now I got the flat file document with all the list and all. So now additionally what I need is I wanted to loop over the data. For this, I'll do repeat this and click select. So once I do a loop over, what I wanted to do is I wanted to prepare a XML document, right? So I'll map these fields to temporary document. Now, if you observe, even I don't need this thing. See, it is flattened now. It has come into a single document. So what I wanted is an XML file. So I'll just go here and say temp emp, which is of type document. The reason I created a temp and another document would be to form the root element of it, right? The details, type document and save. So here I want other fields. So it will be serial number, and that comes from the S number. And I need another field, which is by number. Save. So you got the employee number. Here, additionally, the client says that, okay, see, I don't have an option at my end to store file name, first name and last name. I only have one single field. So he says, can you do me that? I said, okay. And I'll say, and let's use a transformer here, which is cat, expand it. And I wanted to map first name, second name, value to, it's fine. Now that is done, once we got it, then we'll be mapping the gender. Data. You can even create the document structure inside the input. Just pass the XML file which you are expecting, and that will create an input. But I just wanted to show you how we can create temporary documents in between. So phone number is mapped, and here date of birth. Also, client says that okay. See, I don't have an option for, I don't need it in 4 wise MMDD. Instead, I need it in some other format. So can you change it? Then let's see here the Java date formats. So we give him an option and he chooses from it. So and he says that okay, I'm comfortable with Tuesday, and so I'm comfortable with this format is what he says. So can you send it like this? I'll say okay. Wife here when Abhijit is here. Yeah. Let's go back and then call one more transformer here and say it as date datetime format. Yeah. And in string is date of birth. Current pattern it's coming as 4 wise hyphen mm, coming as 4 wise hyphen hyphen dd. Then the new pattern is this one. Copied it. Go back. This is my new pattern. Save. Give the value to, create one more field here. Say it as date of birth. Yeah. And map this value. So what have we done till now? We are mapping the flat file structure to a temporary document to form the XML structure. So now we have transformed it to a pipeline. Now I'll use the not so famous and the hated service append to document list. So here I'll map my to list. Let it be still to list. And after that, sit here and map the details. Map here. Save it. Let those values come here. So drop these things. Needed now. So once this is done, we get everything in the to list. The reason I don't like the append to document list is it appends all the data in it consumes a lot of memory, but here I just wanted to show you how we do it. Once that is done, I wanted to map it again to a temporary document, actual document. So here I got the all the data list in this. So here what I'll do is create the called employee details. Employee details is the document and employee details is put. I should have been a document actually. So it's said this logic array. It's a document again. Save it. Come as an array, but sure, why didn't come as an array? Okay. So what I have done till now is I have converted the flat file to document, looped over each iteration of that, and prepared a document list of the employee details. And then I'm going to now convert that into a string, actually XML string. For that we can use document to XML string, this guy too. So we get the root array. All those things which we are doing is to get the root array. These two. So let's see whether this is working or not. Check the reality. Let's go here. Take the flat file. Yeah. And XML file here. So the XML string has come correctly till 70. And if you observe our names, we have passed something different, and here it has come as a concatenation of first name and last name, and even the date of birth got changed. So this is how you do the mapping specification and all those things in this. Yeah. So like some mapping logics and all those things. This here. It is represented in JSON formats. To this, I just wanted to one thing. Don't want to drop the flat file also. So let it be still there. Just wanted to see how the data uh, parsing can be done in Postman. In Postman, we can't directly parse it as is, as that would cause some issues. We won't understand the details properly. Dropping it somewhere. Did the data is there, still there. Should have come actually. So data by data. This is the structure. Data. It has also come. So let me download this thing. XML version. That's it. So I need to convert this. I'll show you why I'm concerned about that. I'll show you. So I'll just copy this data. So now this is working fine now, right? So let's create a workflow. Sorry. Now, and use the webhook here. The payload, pass it as FF data. Yeah. And once that is passed, this is fine. Here I'll call the flow service. And for now, I'll just return the data here and see. Next, body, FF data. Next, I want to test it. Leave it for now. Next, XML, and it is coming as XML. So this is the XML. And next, and done. Yeah, let me save this. So I'll run this flow here. Webhook key. I am passing the data and this body, right? But directly pass it without giving anything. So let's say it is text file. Send. So the request is going to workflow, but it is not able to recognize what kind of data I'm getting. So if I go to monitor and check the flow service execution, see, this one got failed. And in this, it is not logging any data also. See here, it is not able to recognize. And even the flat file, there is no flat file valid records because the data it's not identified at workflow. So in order to make this working, we need to do two things. One, let's try another way, which is pass it as FF data because we are expecting that. And let's assume that this is working. Yeah. Even this will fail. Show you why. Okay. It is still failing because when you go here and check your core webhook, right? Clearly says specifies the header in JSON format. Only content type JSON is supported. See, but here we are trying to pass the data in text. So let's assume that okay, I changed it to this. Yeah, and let's give it like this. Yeah. So let's assume that okay, we have given the JSON file now. It should work, but it will not work because it is still not recognizing the data is not getting parsed inside the what do you say, the workflow, because that we are passing everything in what do you say, we have some special character called comma and all those things, and we have double quotes in the data we are sending, and that all details are there in it, right? So in order to overcome all those things, I'll show you this. Okay, it has come here and still there is no data and it failed. So enough of this nonsense. So let's go here. This is a service which will do the escape characters and all those things. I'll just go here and say, okay, boss, do my job. So it has run and escape. He has given me the escaped JSON and all those things here. So I'll say on your face now. Don't fail me. I'm passing a valid valid JSON file now. Let's see whether how much valid is this. Yeah. So everything seems to be accepted well. Now let's see. See, this is how you send the flat file data over Postman by doing an escape of everything, because Webbook accepts only JSON data. So now it has converted the data into the formats which we needed. See here, seems I didn't map the uh, what do you say, the job title. So that's why it is not showing there in the code. So let's go back. The FF data, for example, OneDrive, and the transform, sorry, not here in the repeat step. We mapped everything, but we didn't map the job title. See here, keep it as job title. Let's make it job description. Save. See if it is replicated inside this thing. Should it is replicated. Let's check the reality by running it from here. See, even the special characters are read correctly and it is giving the output data correctly. So this is one way of testing it. Now the client has said, okay, so I'm now getting the data correctly. So can you send this to my OneDrive location? Yeah. So let's go here now. Go to the workflows. Click edit. So let's remove this step. Check for OneDrive. Action is create text file. Already created the authorize the OneDrive. Just click on that and it will show you the details how we added. See, so this is how you create it. Click next. The second one, yeah, everything is fine. Here the file name is f2xml.txt, and the content, I want the data that is returning from here. Parent ID, I'll just keep it in root only. Next, done, save. Now what should happen? The data which we are posting should be posted to OneDrive. Done. It is done. We go to OneDrive. See, The data is posted from IO to OneDrive here. And this is our example file. And on these 70 employee details with the format which we needed. Thank you.